Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel, and we are fast approaching the end of the 1982. Yeah, 2082? Not quite. Not there yet. 1982 World Class Championship Wrestling Review Series. We are stepping into the 18th of December of that year, and there will be two programs after. Not quite sure how that happened, but there's two programs 2 days apart, maybe special clearance and airing and all that stuff. I don't know, but regardless, we're on the 18th, and we will run through this really quickly. Relatively simple show here, probably because it's a pre-taped situation or something. But we have 4 segments. Actually, I am incorrect. We have more segments than I thought. For some reason, it wasn't showing on my screen all the way. Anyway, so we open with Brian Adias versus Killer Brooks, and I mean, this is certainly a good opportunity for Adias. Adias having less than a full years of full-time experience. Brooks, a multi-year veteran, probably decade plus by this point, and he is certainly not willing to take a backward step in any opportunity, and so he goes right after Adias. Good opportunity for Adias to be in there with a veteran who can not only carry him to a decent match, but also give him credibility through hanging with him. Brooks does hold a good bit, if not the majority, of the offense. Very, very super basic match. Headlocks and leg locks and the side. But every time that Adias gets on the offense, he is quicker with his approach. Nice, beautiful drop kick here, mid-match, that kind of stuff. Really, really basic. Brooks, on the other hand, does get frustrated pretty easily. And they're given probably maybe a little under 10 minutes total to do battle with each other. But Killer Brooks not impressed with the fact that he finds himself on the losing end of things here. It's interesting to me that there's always a veteran to some degree that's kind of holding things and kind of holding things going in a positive direction. The victory is by disqualification, though, as another referee pulls him to the side and lets him know that Brooks was in fact cheating, and so it's kind of a reversal there. Arman Hussein talks about the Von Erich Kabuki match, and basically Gary Hart and Hussein believe that they are in possession of some of the best talent in the world. They say that David will be put out like Kerry was. David given a chance to respond. Obviously, he doesn't buy that. He is certainly ready to be acknowledged as perhaps the lead Von Erich brother, and wants to avenge Kerry, wants to do everything he can to prove that the Von Erichs are the dominant force in Texas. And we move into a tag team match. Al Madrill and Bugsy McGraw versus Magic Dragon and Checkmate. Reasonable combination here. We do see that Checkmate is certainly willing to take any advantage he can get, and Dragon and Checkmate do work together pretty well. We noticed Checkmate. There is a review of Checkmate causing a good bit of damage in an earlier match by jumping over the top rope and jumping onto the heel and leg, ankle, heel, the whole bit of Madrill. Madrill and Bugsy have teamed before and are doing so yet again here. They are a reasonably, at least quasi-regular tag team. And Madrill, of course, former world junior champion. And matches very back and forth. Both teams having reasonable amounts of offense. Um, Madril carrying the majority of the match. More technical wrestling from Magic Dragon than is normal or typical. Bugsy McGraw at one point just grabs the head of Checkmate and tries to shake him up, but does not get very far. And Madril is cut off in the midpoint of the match in the wrong corner. Dragon and Checkmate working together to create as much chaos as possible, keeping Madril in their corner as long as they possibly can. Madril finally does make his way over for a tag, but it feels like forever. The match runs a little longer than maybe is totally necessary. Bugsy McGraw does take over quite aggressively when he does get into the ring. However, martial arts and kicks from specifically Magic Dragon enough to keep Bugsy off balance. Bugsy with a sunset flip that the referee doesn't even count. Meanwhile, there is a blind tag, and Al Madril does come in with a top rope sunset flip, a move that comes kind of out of nowhere for old Al Madril, and gains a victory there. Then we go into Superstars, various of them, giving their opinions about the upcoming Flair and Von Erich match. Obviously, heels siding with Flair, babyfaces siding with Von Erich. No big surprises there. Bundy officially says he is a free agent and done with Hart's bunch. They replay the interview between Fritz Von Erich and Ric Flair from last week, and then we move to the main event for the All-Asian Championship. They're given about 15 minutes or so, probably a little less with the final segment, as the Great Kabuki, the defending champion, to face David Von Erich. David, in the position to win this championship, kind of comes home as the hero and would start 1983 out well if that is to occur. David probably is the Von Erich with the most marketability, who, due to an early death, got to do the least. Very basic match here, and David is dominant for the early part of it. Kabuki breaks things down with nerve holds and the like. The fans are solidly behind David, as is one to be expected. I still can't quite get over how a modified nerve hold under the armpit can get several minutes. Of course, the claw gets several minutes too, so just really a different time, and things are drawn out differently. Things occur differently. Kabuki using just a lot of, again, the nerve holds, the martial arts, the sweeps, and the kicks. He'll go back to that nerve hold at least 5-6 times in a match. Of course, Kevin and David and Kerry all go back to the claw. What now seems like a lot. Side kick by Kabuki knocks him down. Kabuki's still in the match. We've got about 6 minutes remaining when Kabuki takes over for what's about the fourth time in the contest. David, though, knocks Arman Hussein out of the equation. Sends Kabuki through the middle rope to the outside. This is not the top rope, therefore not as big a deal. And there is a lot of anger there, the referee holding him back. Hussein does a fantabulous job of selling on the outside. And Kabuki manages to get things going in the direction he desires. And Kevin is back with Kabuki, brawling with him and going at him. And the referee decides that the toss to the outside is considered inappropriate and stops the contest. So title does not change hands here. We are to the holiday season of 1982 in world class, and that means that the World Championship match is only one episode away. So we'll go through the episode before it, and then we will finish out the year with Von Erich and Flair in a cage. Till next time.